Alright guys, before we hop into it, quick channel shout out. We are almost at 11,100, so if you guys are new, please subscribe. So I haven't really spoke about the Borderlands 3 Epic Store exclusivity, the dislike bombing on Steam, and other things surrounding Borderlands 3. I've kind of given it a few days to let the story develop, and I figured today we'd finally talk about it. So it was revealed several days ago that Borderlands 3 is going to be an Epic Store exclusive, but it is a timed exclusive. It'll only be on there for 6 months, and then April 2020, it'll go to other platforms like Steam and other things. This is different from most timed exclusives. Usually those last about a year, but this is going to be half the time. And because of this revelation, we had a bunch of angry Steam users who decided their only way of protest would be to go onto Steam and give the previous Borderlands games very negative reviews. I can find a little bit of humor in this because it's the PC Master Race people, they make fun of the console people because of exclusivities and fighting over that and arguing over that or whatever the case. And now that there's a competing platform on PC, I don't know how big Epic is compared to Steam. Steam is the biggest platform for PC, PC being the biggest game platform there is. But on PC, you're going to have to go to some other platform, some other means to play Borderlands 3, at least for 6 months. You can't play it on Steam. They just cannot stand it. They can't wrap their minds around it, and it's pretty funny to me. That all being said, I can kind of understand it. I'm not a fan of exclusivities at all. I just don't think that that's a smart business thing, unless like the developer themselves wants to have their games only on a certain platform, like all the PS4 exclusives. Maybe those developers just like that platform, or Sony's giving them a ton of money to do that, to keep their game exclusive. They're just losing out on a lot of money by not having it on Xbox One and other platforms as well. But you're talking about millions and millions of other people out there that could buy your game. And me personally, I missed out on playing a bunch of great games that are exclusive to the PlayStation platform. Part of it's because I don't support exclusivity. It's not the worst thing in gaming. It's not loot boxes, etc., etc., but I'm just not a big fan of it. But also, I don't game that often. I'm not like this huge gamer, which is kind of weird because I run a gaming YouTube channel. But there's some days go by, multiple days go by, that I don't even play video games at all. So if I were to have another modern-gen console, I'd game even less. There'd be less games that I'd ever finish. But this is very different to that situation. You don't have to go out of your way and buy another console, spend hundreds of dollars to play a game that's exclusive to a certain platform or whatever. It's still on PC. You just got to install the Epic launcher. And look, I understand that a lot of these people have been using Steam for however many years now. Their entire library of games is on Steam, so they don't want to move to another platform. But if you're that excited and that anticipating playing Borderlands 3, I don't think it's that big of a deal, like realistically. And let's be honest with the situation, it's something that you're going to have to get used to, because we've already seen several big releases. Metro Exodus, now Borderlands 3, and other games have been Epic Store exclusives, either timed or just exclusive, I'm not entirely sure. And it's going to keep happening. You know, competition is very healthy when it comes to gaming, and Steam's been on top of the mountain for a very long time. They've been leading PC gaming for a while, and somebody was inevitably going to come along and challenge them, and it just so happens to be Epic. This all being said, it's just a stupid situation. It's childish as hell, and it doesn't affect anything anyway, because Steam has a system where if a game gets a ton of like review spikes out of nowhere, it doesn't affect it, because they know it's somebody either like bombing it or dislike bombing it, and it won't affect like the game's searchability. You can still go down and look at the physical reviews people type, but it doesn't actually affect the game in the slightest. And Randy Pitchford, who is the CEO at Gearbox, has actually spoken out about the whole situation. Scott Velasquez, who is a developer at Gearbox, tweeted out saying, "Not cool at all to misuse the review system like this, and shame on @Steam Games for allowing it." And Randy Pitchford replies with, "Ironically, that this misuse is possible, and that Steam has no interest in correcting this misuse makes me kind of happy about 2K's decision. It makes me want to reconsider Gearbox Publishing's current posture on the platform." So the players are obviously to blame, but so is Valve and Steam for not, correcting this whole situation. And because of this, in the future, Gearbox and 2K might pull the Borderlands games off of Steam, and maybe in the future, down the road, like Borderlands 4 and other branch-off games may never be on Steam again if this stuff keeps happening up. So it's like a bad situation all around, and the people who are, dislike bombing these games are only making it worse for themselves, actually. The people who are so upset that Borderlands 3 isn't coming to Steam until a later point may never get another Borderlands game again on Steam. It's just kind of a funny situation to me. Going forward, I don't know how much I'm going to do Borderlands-related content, but this is something that needed to be talked about a little bit. And I have the Handsome Collection, but I have not finished any of the Borderlands games. I love the shit out of Borderlands 2, just never finished it. So I don't know if I'm going to get Borderlands 3 and at what point I will get it. Either way, I pass off to you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the situation? If you're a Steam user, are you pissed off about this? Are you just going to play it on Epic? Are you just going to wait 6 months? Are you going to get it on console? Either way, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. And my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like